Alicia Elkort reading All the Goodness of the World. I was walking down the street, and a woman walking her tiny, tiny dog turned to say, "Hello, dear." And it wasn't the words, but her smile. I fell into a hole the size of sweetness, and as I fell, someone handed me a cup of compassion, though it tasted like lemon and honey, and someone handed me joy, though it looked like a pink wool hat. And when at last I stopped falling, I was back on the street, though it felt as if my feet were standing on white sands in clear water. And oh, the kindness of her eyes. We didn't hug because we were strangers, but I wanted to. Her eyes said, "It's okay, dear." Yes, yes, her eyes said, "There is goodness all the days of your life." As if all the gray-haired grandmothers of the world stood around chanting, "Hello, dear, hello, dear," and her eyes so brown, though they looked like yellow daisies. Life handed me grief, though it felt like mud, and life handed me sadness, though it felt like thirst. But in 2 shakes of a second, here on the street with wild orchids blooming, my heart opened, and orange-breasted sparrows followed me home, all because a woman with a tiny, tiny dog has in her secret pockets secret treats for every living person. So, not a secret after all. Alicia Elkort reading Elegy. A man I don't know lies down in the grass, his head in a woman's lap. She rubs his forehead in a slow, circular motion, her long black hair, pretty face, his eyes closed. I think, what a lucky soul, the ginkgo leaves rising to the bluest sky. Though a breeze too warm, the park is alive with children and picnics. I'm walking slowly, having just read about the journalist who was murdered. They cut off his fingers, one by one. What I'm trying to say, I'm finding it terribly difficult to hold these 2 realities inside of myself. In a world with many hells, I have found my own kind of peace. But my mind is ablaze with a man I've never met, never heard of until today, and I can't stop crying. Justice is some kind of magical word that shows up for some of us, but not many. And his face in my mind. I am rubbing his temples, praying for love, I'm holding his head, and my hands are burning. There's so much fire. The pain is too much. I run to the fountain, drop my hands in the water. What I'm asking is, why are we so brutal when it's simple to create joy? Sing with me now, raise your voice. Before nightfall, the body leaves a shadow.